Basically I was like, then dump blocker. And what is up, everybody? Welcome to the Dating Wrapped 2023, and this is the media edition brought to you by our friends at the Green Circle and obviously myself, T.D. Hendricks. And basically this is a look at how the dating scene has been looking like for me in the past 6 months. So let's get started. In this presentation, we'll be covering a couple of things ranging from romantic encounters to my dateability matrix. And we're going to end things off by highlights of some of the interesting things that I think happened in my encounters with people that I dated this year. Okay, kicking things off, my number of romantic encounters. Now, this basically means that the people that I had some sort of like romantic, engagement with, be it was a talking stage or we basically just one person wanted the other or we both wanted each other, some degree of romance, and in this year I have had a total of 12 romantic encounters. Now, I'm not saying that I dated 12 people, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying that these are the people that I sort of like had some interest, or they had interest in me, and we were working towards either building a relationship or just trying to figure out where each other or where the other person is in life and in this whole world of dating, right? And dateability matrix. Dateability matrix is simple. It looks at basically your scale of hotness. So basically my physical attraction to you and all of that. And basically looks at your dateability scale out of 10. And this would mean values and, qualities that I think I find attractive in you. Not necessarily your physical characteristics, but basically some of the qualities in your personality or your mental capacity that I find to be right. And I had 2 outliers in this dateability matrix, and these are the people who I think would have made the perfect partner for me, and most of them were basically just in the middle. So maybe just okay in the physical or hotness aspect, and they were just like okay dateably, but that's not exactly what I was looking for, which is why most of those relationships or most of those encounters didn't work out. But yeah, moving right along, we can see my dating age range for this year was basically between the ages of 20 and 25. And I had a couple of outliers, but most probably just like over, as you can see, represented by this radar chart right here. And my dating average age rather, for this year was 22, which was an increase by 6 months from the dating age range that I had last year. So we are on to a good start. So out of the people that I was talking to, 54% of them were my type, and the other were just people that I was like, ugh, okay, let's basically just see where this is gonna go. And then how did we meet? I met most of them on the internet, really. It was through mostly Instagram or TikTok. And then most of them I met through social gatherings, be it through parties, events, exhibitions, bars, things like that. And the others, the random ones, I just basically either met on the street when I was doing something, or I met when I was queuing for food, when I was, it was just like a weird scenario. And then who ended things, right? Most of the time I was the person who was like, we can't do this because nina yapambana and mna anvana nabantu bapambanayo. So basically most of the time I was the person who ended things because I feel like I'm very like selective of what I want, and if we're not working towards what it is that I want, I will just basically leave you in peace. Because you can just say, and I've got a few who I am in vague situations with. So that's basically like 2 people that I'm not sure if we are going or coming, but we are something. We are not completely ended, but we're not completely talking at the same time. And then there was one person who we both just mutually agreed that, you know, this is not working and it's best that we just let it go. And yeah, there were a couple of, I think 2 other people who basically were like, let's just leave these. So highlights round, let's basically look at the number of things that I found to be very interesting, you know, in my whole encounters of, you know, dating or trying to get myself into a relationship. So the first one, kiss count. How many of the top people did I kiss? I kissed a total of 4. And out of these 4 times, 3 out of the times, I was the person who initiated the kiss. And the number of people I cried over, I am a motherfucking thug. I do not ever cry over any bitch on this planet. So definitely there was none that I cried over. And relationships that were carried over from the last year, I had 4 of those. So basically there are 8 new people who came into the picture. Otherwise the other 4 are just people who I carried over from last year. And people who have me blocked, this, I'm not really sure if they have me blocked, but I would assume that they have me blocked because of how things ended, right? And people that I personally have blocked, I have blocked one because that one took me like for a boost and was on, you know. So basically I was like, then dumb blocker, and yeah, that's how things ended. The number of people that I would marry, there is definitely 2. And these are the people that, you know, I genuinely think that I still want to give our relationship or our encounter like a shot, because I don't know, they're everything that I want and I feel like I'm everything that they want, but there's just like these few and minute things that we need to talk about that I feel like basically on their part, they're just not ready to talk about those things. And I don't want to put myself in a situation where I basically am getting into a relationship with somebody who's not ready to talk about those things and I am out. So unless we actually have a proper conversation, and then, you know, maybe we would be getting married. But if they were to come back and be like, yo, I want us to talk about something, let me tell you, I will burn bridges. I will light myself on fire to keep them warm. And yes, that is it for this year's version of the Dating Wrapped. Come back in 6 months to see if these numbers have changed or if they will remain the same. Otherwise, do connect with me on my social media platforms. It is at Teddy Hendricks on all social media platforms. Otherwise, I will catch you guys on another one. Ciao.